Hey, what is going on, guys? Rob of Rule of 2 Review here, and today has been so awesome because it's the first kind of sort of official day of E3. Earlier this morning, we were treated to a very special Super Smash Bros. Nintendo Direct for kind of a pre-E3 sort of thing from Nintendo. Just in the last few minutes, Nintendo's Nintendo World Championship for 2015 finally just wrapped up. You can actually see the outro screen, the thank you screen, sitting behind me here, and I knew I wanted to go ahead and do a Nintendo wrap-up for today. I'm going to have to make this pretty fast, because in about 35 minutes, Bethesda is going to take the stage for their first ever press conference, as well as the first official press conference for E3 this year. I am massively excited and hyped for that. I love Bethesda. I can't wait to see more on Fallout and Doom and whatever else they're going to show. So I definitely want to get to that, and I will be recording a review video for that. But today, right now in this video, I wanted to really quickly touch on my feelings of what Nintendo did today for the first pre-E3 showing. Today, Sunday, June 14th. So, of course, the Smash Bros. Direct happened this morning. It was about half an hour, 25 minutes, half an hour or so. We all know some of the controversies. A lot of that stuff was leaked. The Miiverse stage, Ryu and Roy, of course, were leaked, and it's really unfortunate. All those things did turn out to be true. But, like I had said in my, sort of rant video I made about the leaks yesterday, at the end of the day, the quality of the content is still what shines the most, and I think that happened today. I think that how great of a character Ryu turned out to really be when you learn how intricate he is and all these good things, and there's also tons of other stuff they showed, all these, new amiibos, Mii outfits, throwbacks to Virtua Fighter and Animal Crossing and Tekken and all this stuff for, like, Mii costumes. All that stuff, the quality of the content was so good that I think it overshadowed and outshined the fact that some of the best stuff was leaked. It's really unfortunate because that reveal would have been, like, cry-worthy almost to not know what that was going to happen, and then you see Ryu there. Like, that would have been so flippin' cool. I kind of wonder if Nintendo let that stuff get leaked. After seeing it play out today, there's a part of me that wonders that, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. If they did, they're stupid. If they didn't, they need to just button up what they're doing and prevent people from being able to get that stuff leaked, man. I don't know how that even happened, but that's okay. Whatever. It was great. Like I said, they talked about, like, new Mii amiibos are coming pretty soon, which is really cool. I think it would have been really neat if somebody once on a podcast, it might have been Coupon Strives maybe, or somebody might have said the idea of making your Mii amiibos where you can design your own, of course, based on yourself or your own Miis. And that would have been really cool. That's not the case. They have 3 standard kind of a standard default sets for each of the 3 different types of Mii fighter styles you can pick, and that's still cool. And it would have been a mess for them to do the custom ones. I mean, they can't even get enough in stock of the ones that they just mass produce, let alone one that you might order from a computer at home and hope to get before the end of the century, So, that makes sense, as cool as it would be. They showed some of the wave, is it wave 4 or wave 5 that's coming up? They confirmed every single character in Smash Brothers will be getting an amiibo. That's like 50 characters, man. That's insane. My main lady, Zero Suit Samus, is coming really soon, I think in September. That's all I care about. I cannot wait for that. There was another really good amiibo that they showed that I knew I wanted too. I know Ganondorf is coming. The Ryu one looks amazing. Either way, there's a lot of stuff coming out there. They talked about the DLC. What they didn't do is reveal which new character they're going to introduce based on what was voted on by the gamers. And I was at first disappointed until I realized, they're probably going to show that at the digital event on Tuesday. To me, that makes the most sense. I think that's where we'll see that. Hopefully, either that or they're just not ready to show that, or they haven't tallied votes or decided what they're going to do. So I guess we'll kind of wait to see that. But ultimately, I thought the Smash Bros. Direct was great. It was just Masahiro Sakurai talking for 30 minutes, showing a bunch of cool stuff. We got some Mega Man love, and it makes me wonder, with the Mega Man love, with the Mii costumes happening, and all this recent talk about what's happening with Mega Man, and there are some real theories that people think that there might be a studio within Capcom that is working on Mega Man finally. We know that the new Mega Man collection is coming out soon, for like the second time, a new version of it for some of the systems available. I wonder if maybe there would be a Mega Man game announced for Nintendo, for the Wii U or the 3DS or both. I feel like if there's any studio that Capcom wanted to work with on Mega Man, it would be Nintendo, because Nintendo would just kill it. They would make that game better than anyone could, even Capcom. And it makes me wonder if maybe that's why Nintendo or Capcom hasn't been supporting Nintendo systems very much, because maybe they just, they closed this super secret deal where it's like, we're not going to make like the Resident Evil remake and the Resident Evil Zero remake and Street Fighter V and a couple other things. We're not going to release those, Resident Evil Revelations 2, on your system because we're going to give you exclusively the brand new Mega Man. And if that was the case, I feel like as much as I want the next Resident Evil on my Wii U, I feel like I would still be okay with that trade, and it would be an amazing bomb to drop at E3 this year. But that's just a random theory. There's really nothing to that. I doubt it's going to happen, but it's fun to think about. But yeah, overall, the Smash Brothers Direct was great. It was a lot of fun. I do have to touch on, as soon as they ended the Direct, it's like, you can download all of this stuff they showed, which was like 40 new things. You can download it today. As soon as the Direct was over, you could do it. And I'm sure we all learned exactly how well the servers were holding up, because for hours, you couldn't even log on to the eShop. No one could. It was a mess. After about an hour and a half, I was actually able to. I took a break. I went to the gym. I did some music practice, came back, tried to log on again. I could actually log on to the eShop, but I couldn't select anything. If I was on the main page and I would select like the Smash Brothers to download the DLC, it would just instantly exit me right back out to the main page. That's all I could. It's all I could do. So I had to wait another few hours, and it was probably around 2 o'clock or so today that I was able to finally log on, and I picked up Ryu. I picked up Ryu and Roy and the Kirby's Dream Land stage. So I haven't gotten Lucas yet. I will eventually, but that's what I got today. So it was great to finally be able to do that. I haven't even played any of that stuff yet. So tonight after Bethesda's conference, which again is really soon, so I have to wrap up pretty quickly here, I'm definitely going to be playing some Smash Brothers and playing some Ryu, and I cannot wait. So that's that. It's really too bad that the servers couldn't hold up, man. Nintendo, you need to prepare for this. When you guys do this stuff, everyone on planet Earth gets excited and wants to go buy your shit, and you need to make it easy for people to buy your shit. So, moving on to the Nintendo World Championships. How amazing was that? That was so much fun. It was a lot of fun getting involved on Twitter and on Facebook. Me and a lot of my fellow YouTubers were just having fun tweeting and going back and forth and just doing all these things about it during the show. All of the games that they played were great. They went back and forth from current games like Splatoon or Mario Kart, and they did old games like, the greatest game ever made, Super Metroid, the original Legend of Zelda, Balloon Fight. It was so cool, man, and it was great. It was long. It was 3 hours. I can't believe how much there was. There was many rounds. There were ways for people who would lose to still have a chance to redeem themselves and move on. I have to give a super special shout-out to my main man, Aaron from the Game Grumps, who was randomly one of the contestants. What in the hell? What was that even about? It makes me wonder if, was he asked to do it, or did he actually, qualify? It's crazy. He never talked about it on any of the Game Grumps sites or the YouTube channel or videos or anything, as far as I know. So that was a total surprise. My girlfriend and I were texting, and we are both gigantic Game Grumps fans. And Aaron is one of the best human beings on the internet right now, period. He's such a great, funny, smart guy. And there he was, and he made it pretty far into it. It was so fun. I mean, my girlfriend and I were just rooting for Aaron the whole time. As soon as I saw he was there, I didn't care about anyone else. I was like, y'all, get off the stage. This is Aaron's show, baby. Aaron has to win. But he didn't, and that's probably for the better, because I think really a regular, everyday gamer is really who should have won, so I'm glad that happened. So yeah, they played Super Metroid. They opened with Splatoon, which was a lot of fun. Of course they were going to do that because Splatoon is the current big hot thing. It just came out 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's been selling really well. Everyone's playing it like crazy online. It's a great game. I have a couple of issues with it, but it is a great game and it is fun as hell. So that was a very smart thing. Couple amazing moments happened. I mean, the best moment was when Reggie came on stage, and they came on with him talking smack to this guy, Hungry Box, who I'm pretty sure he was a Smash winner last year. That's why. And they did this whole where he's like, I'm gonna come back here next year and I'm gonna kick your ass. And they just played it over and over again. It was hilarious seeing that, and it just got the energy so jazzed. So Reggie actually came on stage. Everyone lost their mind. Reggie just brings so much fun and excitement, whatever he's doing, wherever he is. He's just such a great personality in gaming and perfect for Nintendo. I hope he never goes anywhere. And that was really exciting. I do have to bring up the slight sort of controversy, if you want to call it this, because I sort of had some tweets back and forth with some fellow YouTubers on Twitter about this. Is the kid who won, who Reggie played against, Hungry Box, right? He was like, I don't know, man. You guys tell me what you think. I thought that he was really rude and disrespectful. The guy seems like a total douchebag, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I get that they were going for like a fun, sort of smack-talking banter because it's the whole thing, and Reggie's like, I'm gonna kick your ass last year in a fun way. And I don't know if maybe this kid just doesn't have, like, social skills, and he's like, Reggie joked about offering him a job. Like, he was trying to say it to me, he was trying to be very fun about it, like, if you win, I might offer you a job. And the kid's like, I don't need it, boy, I'm an engineer. He said that to Reggie. And, like, what are you even thinking, dude? Like, I know he was probably trying to be fun about it, or thought he's just hot shit. And I don't know, to me, this is just my opinion, and it certainly didn't ruin the show or the matchmaking, because we all saw how horrible Reggie was at Smash. Oh, Reggie, you're so bad, but that's okay. He didn't have you should be humble. Like, it's an amazing thing he was offered to do. He was on stage with Reggie for Nintendo twice in his life. That's amazing. And yes, you can absolutely smack talk at that kind of Smash Brothers competition event for sure, but I'm just telling you, there's a way to do it where you're respectful and you have like a level of humility and you're obviously having fun with somebody, and there's a way to do it where that shows that you don't quite get it and you don't understand where you are or who you're talking to, and this kid didn't flip and understand. Whoever this guy is, some people seem to know who he is. Maybe it's just from last year's tournament. I don't know. I kind of remembered him from last year. He just didn't really get it. I think that he was ruder than I think he should have been. I don't know. It did bother me. That's why I started talking about it on Twitter. And, some of my favorite people, we went back and forth on Twitter about it. Some people seem to agree with me. Some people don't. I was texting with a bunch of my buddies back home. Every single one of them said that guy was a total douchebag. And I agree with them, too. So, whatever. Long story short, that was kind of a weird sort of skip in the good vibes that was happening throughout the whole show. That couple of minutes was a little bit weird, and that is too bad. But hey, just don't bring that guy on stage again ever again, and you're totally fine because everything else was fantastic. Reggie, of course, chose to play as Ryu because he's the new character, and why wouldn't he do that? And he got trounced. It was probably like 15 kills to 2. Against the hungry guy, and I just thought that was just so funny. So Reggie, man, we all love you. And you got a great dig at the end when you made fun of Hungry Box at the end, which was perfect. But man, you got to work on your Smash skills, buddy. You got to do some more training, I think. But that's okay. That's the fun. I mean, I'm sure Reggie didn't want to beat him. I mean, that's the kind of thing where I wanted Reggie to win, but you want to see the fan win, the gamer win. And even though I thought that guy was a complete moron and Reggie should suplex that kid, you still want the gamer to win. So it's fine that he won. And to be fair, that kid was amazing. So at Smash Brothers. And then they did the final thing. They played Mario Maker for the very final game, by the way, renamed Super Mario Maker. And I gotta tell you, my excitement for this game went nuclear after nuclear. Sorry, I backed that up. It went nuclear after watching this. I cannot believe how much fun that game looks. And the announcers were so great throughout. I forget the guy who hosted it, man. Actually, I really like that guy. Why am I forgetting his name? He was a fantastic host for the show. And Mario Maker, man, they played old school level. They played Super Mario 3 level. They played Super Mario World. They played New Super Mario Bros. U level. And some of the Treehouse guys had made those levels in advance. And the two finalists were taking turns. Finalists were Johnny Numbers and Cosmo. Two really cool seeming kids, really down to earth guys, which was a lot of fun. Humble guys, actual gamers who understood where they were on stage. Just saying, Hungry Box, you idiot. I'm done, I promise. And so, these two kids were really good, man. And they went back and forth playing Mario Maker, and it was so much fun. The crowd was like electric for the Mario Maker stuff. Everyone was cheering. It was amazing seeing how far each person could get within the respective levels. The levels were such a blast. I cannot wait for this game now. Before I was like, it looks good, but I may pass because it's not my thing. It's absolutely my thing now that I've seen that. I want to play that game so flipping badly. Obviously, this was just a big, fun PR stunt to kind of sell Mario Maker, and to a lesser degree Splatoon, and it worked. It changed my approach to that game. I am now more excited for it than I was previously. It looks so much fun. If you didn't get to see this, I would encourage you to just rewatch the stream of just the whole Mario Maker final. It was probably about half an hour of these two guys going back and forth. Trust me, it's a blast. The crowd is amazing. The game looks so fun. And it was so cool because when it was over, my man John Numbers, who I was rooting for, he did win, like, handily. He kicked Cosmo's ass, actually. And it was so cool because they brought Miyamoto on stage at the very end, and everyone lost their mind. It was so cool that they got to meet Miyamoto. Like, that's technically one-upping even meeting Reggie. I think that's so cool. And Miyamoto came out, and he had this amazing quote. I've already quoted it online now, where he says, "I love making games. Making games is the funnest thing in the world." And it's like, yes, that's what a game developer should feel, and no other game developer exudes that sort of philosophy like Nintendo and like Miyamoto specifically. So it was great to hear him say that at the end. It was cool seeing him interact and meet these just two humble gamers on stage, people who you would never think would meet Miyamoto, and Miyamoto doesn't probably meet very many average regular gamers ever, you know, and it was so cool to see him do that. He gave them each a signed new Nintendo 3DS, and they bowed to each other. It was just so cool, man. It was just so much fun. So, you know, that's the wrap-up. That's kind of the play-by-play. Long story short, I mean, it's E3, so we could be excited about watching a goat eat dirt for 2 hours, and if it was on stage, we'd all be excited. But this is especially exciting, and it shows that this, like, justifies why Nintendo's my favorite company, man. Because they do these things. They, at a gaming convention, they brought gamers together to play games for the second year in a row. I mean, I love a lot of other companies for sure, but no one does that at E3. No one does that in a public forum. No one is working that hard to remind everyone, hey, yes, we're here for games, but don't forget why we're here for games. Because we love to play games. Let's all get together and have fun and win prizes and meet the famous people that work for your favorite companies. And just play new games. That's so cool. Oh, they showed a new game for the 3DS, Blast Ball. I should have talked about that, which I wasn't excited about when they first revealed it. But then watching them play it actually looks really fun. So I'm hoping that's a retail release and not a downloadable title. Because if it's downloadable, I probably won't play it. Because I don't download titles usually. But yeah, I mean, it's just Nintendo's philosophy, man. They just get it. They know what they're doing. They get E3, they get games, they get gamers. More than anybody. Even other companies I love, like Valve and Sony and all these things, like Naughty Dog, Rockstar. Like, there's so many companies that are amazing. From Software is like top tier for me right now because of Bloodborne. But no one does what Nintendo does. God, it's just so cool, man. And I wish more companies did get that. You know, the industry has changed so much the last couple of years, and people want to talk about if Nintendo's old school and stuck in the wrong times. And you know what? Even if that's kind of true, I think it's for the better. And stuff like this shows it, because they're the only company willing to do this. Everyone else wants to be too cool and adult and mature and too hip, you know, or even too stingy with their money, because, you know, Nintendo had to pay money to do this, to put something like this on. And it just shows with Nintendo doing stuff like the Smash Brothers tournament, the World Championships, bringing E3 games to Best Buys for the third year in a row to play during E3, like, they know what gamers want. And it's flipping video games. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for other companies to get it, man, but Nintendo, for all their quirks and oddities and things that they don't get right, which is a good amount, they get some of the most important things right. And that's what I think this is. It's, let's celebrate being a gamer by playing games because it's fun. And that is exactly like the words that Miyamoto said at the end of the World Championships, and it was awesome. So that's it. I'm going to wrap this up, man, because we're getting ready. Bethesda's about to take the stage. Give me some more Fallout news. I cannot wait. We're going to get the first press conference of this year in 15 freaking minutes. I can't wait. I've talked for longer than I expected to, of course. So I'm going to wrap this up, man. Tell me what you guys thought of Nintendo stuff today. Did you enjoy the World Championships? Did you like the Smash Brothers stuff? Have you played as any of the new characters? Who do you like? Are you excited for Bethesda? Tune back later tonight. I'm going to make sure to also record a wrap-up of that as well. And then we'll just wait. Tomorrow, more of the big ones happen. We get Sony and Microsoft and a couple others tomorrow, so it's going to be another big day. So that's it, man. What a great way to kick off E3 2015. I hope you guys are having a blast like I am. I will wrap this video up. Kudos to Nintendo for being awesome, and I will see you guys later tonight for more E3 goodness.